Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Cities Skylines. So, let's continue where we left off. I already fixed the railway, and the next thing I'm going to fix is this cargo train station. Yeah, this area needs some improvements. So, I think the best way to fix this is going to be swapping these highways. So this should go in the opposite direction, same with this one. Because right now, they are just blocking each other, which is creating a lot of traffic. Alright, I'm just going to remove all of this and redo this area completely. That's going to be faster. And I can probably make this a little bit better as well. So remove all of that. Alright, so highway. Let's make this a little bit shorter perhaps. So first of all, this will go like that. And now we need a ramp. Best way to do it? Probably through here. Up we go. And we can use curved road tool. Then turn left. I'm not sure if I can build ramps here. That might be hard. Yep, I can. It was blue for a moment. Yep, that looks good. There, that's going to be shorter and better. Then we go down. Okay, looks good. And now we can merge them into one highway. Let's see. Take a turn. I'll have to redo these power lines one way or the other, I think. Yeah, I'll just redo them. Now merge this into one highway. That's probably best. I don't think I'll have that much traffic over here. Now take a turn. I might have to redo the tracks. Probably. Right. Let's remove the tracks real quick. Take a turn left, connect through here. And I think I can just build the tracks over the highway. Actually, no, I don't think I can do that. I can do that over a regular road, but not a highway. Also, this train might be having some problems right now. Right, we're going to need a ramp. So, tracks. Let's see. Might have to take a turn. Actually, wait, can we do it like that? Apparently we can. Really? I didn't think I'll be able to build tracks over a highway. But alright. If you say so. That works. Okay, apparently that's fine. I'm okay with this. Now we need a connection for the trucks leaving the area. Also, let's fix that power line real quick. Alright. Now, highway for people leaving. Through here. Also, I'll be changing these 6 lanes in just a moment. But let's get the highway done first. So, let's see, take a turn. Can just connect directly through here. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Then connect it like that. And we need a ramp for people going in the opposite direction. Come on. Give me a blue highway. Go. Slope to steep. What? Seriously? Okay. If you say so. Let's try this again. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Turn left. Go down. And it's done. Now we need to change these roads into one-ways. So, how is it going to work? Actually, I'll finish this one. This will be a one-way in this general direction. So upgrade it to one-way. This should also be one-way for people entering the area. So in this direction, that's a one-way. Also one-way in this direction, because they have no business going in the opposite direction. None whatsoever. This should also be a one-way. Now, this should be a one-way in the opposite direction. There, that works. And what about this road? Who is actually going to use it? I might remove that road completely. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, I don't think this road is necessary at all. It will just complicate things. So let's remove it. And this is actually fine. This should work much better than before. Let's fix that power line. Alright, let's verify that it's actually going to be okay. I don't think there are any problems. But let's wait to make sure. Also, I'll upgrade this road to a road with trees. Alright. That's still quite a lot of traffic. There's a problem here. Should be fine. That's a lot of people leaving the area. Okay, maybe it won't be fine after all. Can't really do much about it. I can make the turn less sharp, but I don't think that's actually going to change anything. It should be better now. It was just temporary. Temporary extra traffic. Yeah, okay, I don't like these trucks. Yeah. No, it can't be like this. I need to fix this. It will create extra traffic if I leave it like that. So we need a ramp after all. Let's go up. Like this. That should be much better. It won't create extra traffic. Alright, yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I still don't like all this traffic though. That's a lot of trucks. Yeah. Well, it's not too bad. Wow. Yeah. Who are all these people? Let's see. Oh, owner cargo train terminal, okay. Oh, what? Why are these people coming from this area? They have a cargo train terminal right here. That makes no sense. Wow, this is also a lot of traffic. Yeah, industrial areas tend to have traffic problems. Especially big industrial areas. Well, people are still using this cargo train terminal. So I'm not sure why they went all the way here. Alright. It does look more reasonable than before. Anyway, let's take a look at any potential problems we might have. There are quite a few abandoned buildings. I could demolish them for now. I think that's better than leaving them like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's better because they will lower the land value. So let's just demolish them. Demolish this. They won't stay abandoned forever, but I don't want them to lower the land value. That's quite a few abandoned buildings. I also have no demand for anything whatsoever. I think I need to work on happiness and land value a bit. Okay, that seems fine for now. Quite a few abandoned buildings here as well. Alright, remove them. That does increase happiness a bit. Remove this. Remove this. The zone is still there, so they will rebuild eventually. They'll just have to level up again. Remove this. Alright, so let's take a look at happiness. Citizen happiness. Office happiness, 97%. Not bad. Happiness seems to be fine. Let's take a look at what? Land value. It's low in a few areas. And what about... what else can we check? Leisure? Which one was that? This one. Yeah, we need to work on that. Obviously. There are a lot of red areas. This is completely red. Right, I don't have a lot of parks around here. Do I have any parks at all? No, I never really built any in this section of Frankenville. Alright. This looks like a good spot for a park. Maybe even a large one? No, not enough space for that one, I don't think so. Okay, we'll get a smaller one, that's fine. That will involve demolishing a few buildings, but that's okay. Anything else? Yeah, one more would be nice. Can we get one more? I could get something smaller. Instead of the commercial zones, maybe? Not sure if I can fit it in anywhere. I can get the really small one, but that's about it. Alright, that's also helpful, I suppose. Not amazingly helpful, but it's something. Can fit one in right here. Might as well do it. So, right there. Pretty good. That should help. At least a little bit. Well, it's not all red anymore, but I need one in this area. I really do. Yeah, the houses are already upgrading. I need more parks. Park with trees? No, that's the big one. That's the really small one. This one would be best. What about right here? Is that enough space? No, I'll just need to use the really small one, apparently. Yeah, there's not enough space for anything bigger here. That's the biggest one I can use. Yep, small playground. Large playground, no. Oh, I could use this one. Paradox Plaza. Alright, let's use this one. That should fix the problem. And we can get one more in this area. Just to make sure everything is fine. Alright, good. And maybe one more over here. Fine. Yep, that's better. Maybe one somewhere around here. What are these zones? Oh, I could get one here in the middle. It would just involve building an extra road, which is fine. Okay, let's build an extra road through here. Like that, and we can get a park. What's the biggest one we can get? I can get the really big one. Park with trees. Yep, it will help land value. Keep people happier. It was green for a moment, there we go. Okay, done. That will keep them happier. Let's check leisure again. Unpause. Any red areas still? No, looks fine. There's a little bit of red around Frankenville, but it's much better now. And the houses are upgrading. This should help our population. Global happiness seems to be pretty low. That's not great. Citizen happiness is at 83%. Commercial happiness 25%. Why is this red? Not enough customers. I could get some unique buildings. I can still build quite a few. Let's take a look. Yeah, Statue of Industry. Statue of Wealth. Noise pollution 10. What else? Transport Tower. Noise pollution 25. Mall of Moderation. I could get that somewhere around here, maybe. Somewhere on the side. Yeah, the problem with most of these unique buildings is that they generate noise pollution. I don't want too much of that. Grand Mall, 30 noise pollution. Tax Office, 10 noise pollution. Yeah, I could build that somewhere. But where? Good question. Somewhere around here, maybe. There's a little bit of unused space. I could build some offices. Could also get it here. That's not a bad idea. In fact, that's a pretty decent idea. I like it. So let's connect it through here. And we'll build something. What about the Mall of Moderation? Is there enough space? Yep, there's enough space here. It's a little bit close to these houses on the right side. It might be a little bit too close to the Opera House. I don't know if that's a waste or not. Okay, let's build Statue of Wealth instead. So, right here. Done. And zone these. with commercial. Yeah, might as well. Do they have water? Yes, they do have water. Alright, still zero demand for everything. 68,000 population. The next step is 75,000. And that will unlock monuments. So we need 7,000 more. Quite a few abandoned buildings still. Well, let's just demolish them to help land value. Demolish that. Another one here. Nope, not anymore. Yeah, it's still there. This one? No, it's not abandoned. That's weird. Is that a different building? Why is it marked as abandoned when I zoom out, but it actually isn't abandoned? That's interesting. That's clearly this building. But when I zoom in, it's not abandoned anymore, and when I click it, it's not abandoned either. That's weird. Alright, what the heck is this? Low land value. Yes, I know. Tell me something new. There, remove that. No, land value is fine in here. In fact, it's higher than in most other areas. Stop complaining. Can I use some policies to raise land value? I should check the policies in general, probably. I didn't change them in a pretty long time. What about this one? Make your parks and plazas the envy of the country. Moderately increased land value around parks and plazas. Increases decoration budget by 20%. Yeah, let's go for that one. What about this one? Slightly increased tax income. Moderately increased tourism. Slightly reduced crime rate. Increases police budget by 15%. I like that one. Alright. We'll get that everywhere. Taxation. I don't think I want to change any of these. I could lower the tax rate. What about these? High-tech housing, what's that? Slightly increased land value. But this will cost us quite a lot. Alright, let's go for this one. To increase land value and keep an eye on our budget. How's our budget doing? Seems to be okay right now. Yep, it's still fine. How are the tax rates? 10% for everything. We're still making money. Not amazing amounts. But this should help land value for sure. Yeah, global happiness is already up. There's still zero demand for everything though. Another thing I can work on a bit is transportation. I could use a metro station around Wonky Wheel. So let's maybe get one. Let's see. Yep, we'll get one somewhere around here. Right here is fine. I could get one somewhere around here maybe. That's not a terrible idea. Right next to the stadium. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Alright, let's get one right here. And connect them now. Can I use curved road tool with that? Yes, I can. Space already occupied, thanks for the update. Oh yeah, I can't actually go through here, which is pretty annoying. Okay, interesting. Well, I can connect them with each other. Which is probably what I'll have to do. From the looks of it. I can make it go through Thornton Square. Which might be a better idea. I think that's a slightly better idea. And make it go through here. Alright, let's make it go through here. That's an interesting turn. And now to connect this one. Come here. Like this. There we go. And we can start a new line. From here. Through Thornton Square. To Wonky Wheel. And then we'll go back. Through Thornton Square. And back to the stadium. Complete line. Done. I still got free public transportation policy everywhere. That's probably costing me quite a lot. But I'm going to keep it. Because that does reduce traffic. I'm still getting quite a lot of abandoned buildings. That's not good. And let's remove them. Too many abandoned buildings. They just keep popping up. Which one is this? That seems like a glitch again. It disappears when I zoom out. That's strange. And this one was abandoned for sure. 20,000 population. The population is going up a bit. I just need to work on land value. So, let's check land value now. It's definitely going up. I could get more parks. That's probably the fastest way to increase land value. I could get some parks around here, which might not be a terrible idea. Just get a park around here. Which one? Maybe the largest one? This is the largest one. Building must be placed roadside. That's exactly what we're doing. Maybe it's too big. Smaller one. This one? What's this exactly? A large playground. What about Paradox Plaza? That's kind of small. I wanted to get this one, but it's too big. Not sure why I can't place it. Well, obviously space is already occupied by buildings, but I shouldn't have to demolish them manually. Okay, I can get it here. Alright, let's just replace this. That should help. We can get another one somewhere around here. Smaller one. There. Not much point building parks in industrial areas. At least I don't think so. I see no reason to do that. These people could probably use one too. Somewhere on the side. There is one in the middle, but it doesn't reach everyone. Alright, let's get one here. That should help. 20,000. We need 5,000 more population. How's Wonky Wheel doing? Not all zones are used yet. But they are slowly upgrading. How's education? Seems fine-ish for now. High school? I might need a new university sometime soon. This looks a little bit red for my taste. University? It's still fine, but I might need a new university if my population goes up much more than this. How's our budget? We are still fine. Oh wow, okay. Our income went up a lot. So all these policies seem to be doing fine. Yeah, some of these icons are glitched, I think. Like this one. There isn't any abandoned building here, and it disappears when I zoom in. Something is glitching out with this. This one is abandoned. This one is also abandoned. But there's no abandoned building here. It's strange. Well, whatever. Remove that. We can still get some unique buildings. So, what about that other statue? Statue of Industry? What else can we get? Mall of Moderation, Grand Mall, Tax Office, Transport Tower. This looks like a pretty good area for a unique building. I could just place one like this. That seems reasonable. Shouldn't be too close to houses. That's the Transport Tower. Looks pretty good. Almost 71,000. And the demand for industry is going up a bit, as well as for offices. Are all of these zones used up? Yeah. Most of them. Yep, looks like most of them are used up. So it might be time to get some offices somewhere. I'll just keep zoning Wonky Wheel. There's more than enough space. So, more offices over here. And some more high-density commercial. These will be offices. Like this. Come on, people. Build up faster. Well, demand is going up quite a lot, actually. High demand for industry and offices. 21,000. We're getting close to 75. And another building has burned down. Right here. Alright, so I'm going to finish this part here and continue in next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.